Hello everyone, this is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models. Okay, for this beautiful Monday afternoon, right here, topic of the video is going to be an update on my swordfish, which I should have finished, which will be done tonight, and other stuff I got coming your way before I get started on something new. I'm going to take a stab tackle for a while on my ships. I've been working on them pretty much for a while, so I'm going back to airplanes. Right now I'm working on card models for a bit here. Then I'll throw some plastic in with you too. I got some stuff I need to show you guys before we get off the video here. Okay, this will be video 3 or 4 on my Fairey Swordfish. I vowed I haven't finished, but I did. But I had to work, and which I don't mind. As long as I work, I'm happy. I got money coming in. Okay, now this thing needs is about 2 items done on it. I got to put the seat belts in there and the seats, and I got the tail gun. I got to do this all finished. After that, it's all the rigging. It took about 4 hours to make that kipper right there. Rope and tubing out of paper. Yep, the pillar spins. I can see those guys outside cranking that thing while I think it's spinning and whoom. Man, these things are a hell of an airplane. Every swordfish pilot that I've listened to on the tube say they vow this is one of the best airplanes they ever had. Here's an airplane that came in the war and ended with the war. Just like the Wildcat that we had and the Dauntless, it proved itself. And the damn thing worked. It did its job. Yanks would poke at it and say, "You mean tell me you guys are gonna go to war on these things?" That's all we got. It'll get the job done, you know. And we've got the same stuff too. That yeah, are we gonna go to war on this thing like the B-18 Bolo and the rest of them? So you got to be careful with all the stones that you throw. In the event of war, when you don't prepare for war, that's when it's going to get you the most right there. Is you don't have nothing to match up preparedness of war. So the English in 1939, when they were at war before we were, that's all they had is these Fairey Swordfish torpedo bombers. But they had other designs like we did that were in the ways, and they just haven't came out yet. A few months later, or maybe a year. But these things were used really exclusively throughout the war. It'd be nice. This thing was in white, extra dark sea gray, and slate gray. But this old aluminum. This may came from the I don't know what carrier this thing kind of came from. Probably the Illustrious or the Ark Royal. I'm thinking more or less like the Ark Royal. It's just different squadron, different color. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Right here is what I got assembled right here. That's your tail gun assembly and some wire. This thing is done. It won't take long to do the rigging. I already got the rigging cables. I got the rigging wire already done already. I use guitar string number 11,000. Guitar string. That'd be my first theme on my guitar. And I find that guitar strings make very, very good music wire. Makes very good flying wire. I love the Swordfish. It's a beautiful looking airplane. Looks better out of card than it does plastic, I think. Okay, now on the Ventura bomber that did live action on. Off camera, got a lot of work done on it. It's ready right now. I got all the maskings done on it already. I got all the maskings. Done already. Make sure everything's a mask first. Then I sand this already. No seams. None at the bottom. If the bottom neighbor's windows been masked off, and the side windows mast off as well, and also the windows on the side with our radio operator and navigator windows, flight engineer, where their windows are at. It's all the mast off too. Last masting I'll do on it will be the Bolton turret. I got the bomb base here. They're all been glued together. They got to be primed and painted. And right now, at this stage, this thing it needs to get the canopy, everything on there. So I got to get the Bolton turret all masked up and assembled as well. And I got to paint that green there too. I forgot to get that. I looked at say, hey, you got to paint that too. All right, you get that with the rest of the stuff. So no, nothing lost, Mr. Christian. Nothing lost. And no filler. Now, if it's very good, these little small trenches, not very much trenches, they can be sanded out. That's what I did. But the key motive is when you're sanding out, use this. Get yourself some sprue glue. Make yourself some sprue glue. And fill those trenches very lightly with that sprue glue and let it dry for about 3-4 days. Because if you let it dry, if you let it dry overnight, it's not going to dry very hard because it's members and like a putty form. It takes a while for it to solidify to its natural state of hardness. So that's why you leave 2 to 3 days for it to get hard. Then you use sanding sticks with wet dry sandpaper and sand it off. It comes out perfect. No filler. I got that going. So that might be a live action job too. Okay. As to the Spanish markings on the Fury, I haven't got very far in this thing. I'll probably be working on this tonight. I'm going to work on another one. You guys will like this. This is the Mark II B25, the English version. Scale's 133 scale. But the same size as that actually as a Hong Kong models one. It's all smooth up here and everything. I was thinking at first, if I want to spend some time in this thing, I kind of took a number 11 blade, cut all these windows out. There's already been pre-painted before you get ready. And add some detail in there, so I screw it. So I got 2 more of these things in my stash, and I'll just go ahead and I can do that one of these days. But it's come pretty nicely. Yeah, I like it. So I got that coming your way. I just got done finishing this PBY flying boat I had, this manga one. I bought this kit back in 1995 when it first came out. This is not the amphibian version. I made the Black Cat version, the one they used in St. George's. I had to repair a few things. A few parts on there I didn't fix on it. It's all weathered. This PBY is one hell of an airplane. And I tell you, this black, and the color of all Negroes, black, these were very effective during the war, especially for shipping, because these things had radar in them. And they always carried a kipper with them, or 2 kippers, or carried some mines, or a kipper, and 4 mines. And the radar the Japanese had were not very good. I don't think they had radar. They had some kind of a form of anomaly register equipment that can actually pick up like false echoes and pick up metal objects in the air that something's coming. But these things are very loud. These flying boats are. They got Pratt Whitney engines. These things. Pratt Whitney engines are they're very loud. And these things here, the defense of these things were they're all black against a black pure sky in the South Pacific. It's like looking at black cardstock paper with a pair of binoculars on there. All you can see is nothing but blackness out there. And by the time these things reach its target, They're trying to figure out where it's coming from. The Japanese, they already been had before they even take the battle stations. So they use that method throughout the war and it's very successful with Black Hats. These guys flew out about 12 hours a night, 12 hours. Came back in, rest, ate, had a few beers here and there. They have it, enjoy life a little bit. Ground crews would service the PBY and get it all done, and they take off the next mission. And but look at this PBY. Reminds me of one of the failures that Admiral Husband Kimmel at Pearl Harbor. If he'd used this PBY, all he needed is two PBYs. If they could have had 150 to 200-mile search pattern radii around all the islands and come back within 12 hours, they come back to a rendezvous point, another flying boat will relieve them. And they go back in and get off watch and do what they do with the Black Cat Squadron does. Briefing, you see anything. Admiral Kimmel, Pearl Harbor, they had no foresight, no trust in the aircraft carrier. He didn't like the airplanes at all. The airplanes to him was like a threat. He always thought, if we're going to have a war, he had a mindset, if we're going to have a war, it's going to be over there against battleship. It ain't going to be over here. Nothing. But the man was wrong. He underestimated the air power. He underestimated the aircraft carrier. What the guy was actually doing, he was preparing for war that he fought 20 years ago. You can't do that anymore. Everything is so much advancement nowadays. And even back then, why fight something you did in the past? If you're going to fight again, have something that's more advanced and more better tactics and also better planning. If you would have used one of these Dumbos, they got a guy, an operator, can operate a telegraph team, a radio operator. He can operate the telegraph team, get a message to Pearl Harbor. If they would have spotted that fleet upon launch, and if they would have sent a message to Pearl Harbor HQ saying we spotted a large amount of fleet aircraft carriers with airplanes coming our way. That was probably about 2 hours before it reached Pearl Harbor, before those planes actually came in. If they would have spotted that fleet with 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 in the morning in a Dumbo, they could have messaged headquarters and told them we spotted a large armada fleet with aircraft on a carrier coming towards this way, and it appears to be Japanese. By the time Pearl HQ got the quarters, they could have got a hold of Husband Kimmel, who was in charge of Pearl Harbor, could have got a hold of his Joint Chiefs and get a hold of the Navy and get a hold and get a shore party in there and muster all these men up, get them aboard, and by the same time get the boilers fired up. Because they already had a couple of boilers on the line anyway to keep it going in case something happens. Fire at the manning of the boilers immediately, get these men aboard the ships, post a special sea and anchor detail, get underway ship's colors, and get out there and meet the devils. And who surprised who? It would have been a whole different ball game. If Mr. Kimmel would have used the PBY, it would have saved a lot of lives, and history would have been changed. That's my theory. And a lot of people agree with my theories because I think I'm pretty much right. Because PBYs had a 2,000 to 3,000 mile range. That's a lot of range. Half the wing's a gas tank. These things were very excellent flyable machines. They make great distance. They're a very beautiful airplane. Okay, so anything else I got shaking here? Oh yeah, I forgot. I guess I learned how to plan myself before getting the stuff out of here. Like I said, guys, about 8, 9 years ago, since I've been on YouTube, I'm not a professional person when it comes to making videos and things. I'm like Jaredine of the Flip Wilson Show. Is what you see is what you get. Okay, I've done this on the side. I got the fuselage done, and I also got the wings in preparation of being covered. But I got to have painting. This case don't change. It's been around for a while. I got two of these. I got the one with the camouflage on there, the F9 model. This is the F8. This is by the Australian Air Force. This is the first one that sunk that actually shut down a MiG. That's what this model actually portrays. It portrays, what was his name? Spaulding? Flight Sergeant Spaulding? Or I don't know. Yeah, here's a. They give me two different liveries on here. The one I'm doing now is by, yeah, Spaulding. It's flown by Sergeant George Spaulding, number 77 Squadron, Royal Australian Air Force, Kempo, Korea. That's ain't too far from Seoul. March 1953, right at the tail end of the Korean War. On a second delivery, I think it's by Dutch markings. A wonderful decal sheet. I already used the controls. With some cut out in that corner right there. That's where your instrument panel decals come in there. So be sure to use those. If not, make your own. Yeah, this is a second delivery. I think it's Dutch markings. I think it is. Go back in the decal thing. Keep that there. Yeah. Normal stencil markings are right there in the back. Talk about stencils. You're going to be cross-sided or near-sided before you get these done. Looks like fine writing. Look at that stuff. Each one of them got a number. That's going to go all up. That'll take you a long time to do all that. It really will. It's optional, guys. It really is. Depends on how authentic and detailed you want the thing to be. As to the construction, this is as far as I got on it. Fuselage has been all buttoned up, painted, all painted inside. No filler. No filler at all. All you need to get yourself a sanding board, a small file, a piece of wood or something. Get yourself 320 wet dry sandpaper, all black sandpaper, and just water. And once you get it together, open the spigot. It'll sand real nice. It'll describe your panel lines, which I did here. It's all aluminum. As to the wing, this is underneath it here. That got to be painted inside. It's going to be fine painted anyway. Same thing inside. And I mean to tell you, this thing goes together like a dream. Well, snap. There you go. It won't take long to sand those out. You can't even see it there on the monitor. So that might be a live action job coming your way, guys. I've been thinking I gotta have a good live action to keep you guys interested. So I went to my storage facility and I rustled out my 1/18 scale SPD dotless by Merit Models. I got that over there, my dotless. I'm gonna go ahead and make a live action that night painting it. It's all been pre-shaded, and it's ready for the. It's all ready for the navy blue color. It's already been painted underneath already gray. I think I did that live action on that one. So it'll be another live action on this one. Yeah, I don't know if I showed you this or not. On that Ventura bomber. I gotta paint this all green the outside, interior green. Those maskings are on there already, so you fear not of worrying about that. But be sure to put some tissue inside there because you don't want no overspray getting inside there. And that fits very good. Nice and flush. Oh wow. Oh man. It's like a dream. It really does. I got to paint top of that turret there too. Paint that green. And also neat there. So I'll probably got that coming away too, guys. Want to get some of the stuff finished. I got started. We'll probably work on that too tonight. Get this Mitchell. We want to get the tail feathers on here. Okay, that's about all I got to show you guys. So no string bag. I just need do the rigging next is all done. Also, I had that gun on there, and she's all finished. I got to do a little burnishing too up here a little bit. No, no burnishing. It's good. It's flush. It's all right. I like it. I'm happy with it. Okay. Okay, guys, that's as much I got right now. I should have the final reveal for this. Will definitely be either I shoot for tomorrow. It'll be done tomorrow. I'll have this thing all done tonight, and I want to take it outside and shoot some pictures because we're gonna have some nice weather out here. And I gotta, wish I could get some sunshine now a lot. So I'm just waiting for a good day, take it outside, and take some pictures, and post it on Facebook and such. Okay, so stay up tonight. I'm gonna have 3 o'clock now. Probably around 6ish or 7 o'clock. We'll start the live action, and I'm gonna clear up my workbench here, make sure everything's vacant on here, so I can be able to bring a dotless in here and set it in here. Move this stuff out of the way, which won't take long. Okay, that's about all I got going for you tonight, guys. So stay posted for live action on the dotless, and tomorrow this thing will be done. It'll be done tonight. I'll post the final reel for tomorrow. You'll like it. And so I got a lot of stuff coming your way, fellas. I mean, a lot of stuff. And right now I'm just finishing up all the stuff I got started, and go from there. Okay, this is Frankie Day, Frankie Day Model signing out. Make mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused when you drive. Be aware of your surroundings. Say your prayers. And please take care of yourselves and your family. And like Steve Avery says at Stewart's Models, get crazy and enjoy. And like I say, weather like this, good day to have a barbecue. Today was just patchy skies, ain't overcast, no rain, no threats of rain. It's mostly cloudy. And so we got a lot of good days coming. A lot of good days coming your way too. So don't forget to fire up that old grill. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. So stay posted for live action. I have that going for you. And I'd like to thank all my brand new viewers, all my new subscribers, all the old subscribers, all you great fellas out there who I care very much. I thank you for your wonderful comments, your candor, and views. I'm very deeply honored each one of you. And take care of yourselves, and like I say, say your prayers and things will be okay. All right, this is Frankie Day Model signing up. I'll get you guys on live action tonight, so stay posted for that. Okay, fellas, we'll catch you guys tonight.